All right, hello everybody. How are you? Welcome to another episode here on Gate. We're a little bit delayed today just because my internet just decided not to really work today. So I tried to do like streaming out of my mobile, but it's also not working. And thankfully, just all I had to do was do like a reset, and it works. So I'll take it. Anyways, welcome everyone. So I'm just here. I'm trying to answer here. Yes, yes. Yeah, thank you very much, Claudia. Appreciate it. Yes. It's just it happens. Ever since I came here, like most of the times it works, but not always it works. That's the only problem. So at least thankfully we're with the internet right now working. Sometimes it's just rather slow. Let me just quickly turn off here the eval the notifications. All right, there we go. So yes, welcome to another episode here this week. I have really awesome news for you guys for what I'm doing here, and I hope that you actually also like them. Um, um, Let me go ahead and play here. So we have basically now solidified a lot of the things that are going on in the game. As you can see, we have the login service now, but this will actually help us to go ahead and spawn NFTs. So the major breakthrough here of everything that we're doing is that we have finally been able to gather data from the wallet, which I'm gonna show you right now. So basically, let's say you get into the game, right? You want to play Stargate game. You're gonna have a login system, which right now is a blue screen with letters on it. So I understand it, but don't worry about it. I know right now it doesn't look too good, but it's because we are not focusing on that, right? Like when we make a game, we're not going to go ahead and make sure that everything looks super nice, right? We want to make sure that everything works. That's the main priority. So that's the reason why you may see things that don't really make that much sense, especially when we're talking about UI, because UI is not really the forte of anybody here. So we're gonna have to work on it to make sure that it's nice. But as of right now, we are putting low emphasis on it just to make sure that it works. Okay, so if the UI right now, I got people saying, hey, the UI is looking weird, like what's looking. It's fine. We're still alpha, so don't expect it to be like super awesome, because it's not. It's not gonna be super awesome right now. So yeah, let me go ahead and just click on I have already run a test, okay? Because it will appear on your wallet, on Poltergeist wallet, saying, do you want to log in? And you're gonna say yes. So because we already kind of did this before, it's already logged, okay? But once we're logged in, then we want to load our NFTs, which again, most of it will be automated, okay? It's just right now we have it this way because hola perdidos, how are you? Hello. We have it this way because it's just easier for us to do this. But trust me, this is gonna be fixed also in the future. So once we load up the NFTs, whether we do have an NFT or not, then we're gonna go here and visit the hangar, okay? So hangar right now is networked, meaning that people can actually. Is my internet okay? Okay, there you go. Hello, Claudia. Hello, Los Perdidos. So basically means that people can now join in network. Okay, so the hangar is actually networked. And one thing that you're going to notice actually is that I'm about to talk about that, by the way. But wait, actually, let me see, because maybe my audio is not that great. Oh no, it's great. Okay, we're good. Okay, awesome. So upon coming here into the hangar, okay, it is network ready, which means that players are gonna be able to come here and kind of explore the hangar. Okay, we do have that, and so we already tested that out with our teammates here, and it worked. We were online, we were in sync, if nobody had any issues. And we're looking all at the hangar, right? And so everything's working great. Another thing that we have been able to do, and this is actually more of a surprise, is that you see that video right there playing. It's actually if the live seems like it stopped, just click on the live again, because it's just my internet is not that great right now. So if it's a skipping beat, just try to refresh the page for YouTube, and it will work itself out, by the way. But this video that you see here playing is not a video that is local. This video, we're actually streaming it from our server back into the game, which is amazing, you know, because this means that we can now show advertisements in the whole area of Stellargate, especially in the hangar. So that's just like amazing, because we weren't able to do that before, yet now we can. Is there something going on with my internet? Jesus. Yeah, it seems like it's stopping. No, I'm sorry guys. If it stops, I'm sorry. It's just my internet is just not that great. So yeah, anyways, yeah, we're streaming that video here, and it's just working amazing. Like we can show now advertisements, which you're gonna see in the future here, obviously. This is just the first initiation of it. These are like NFTs, for example, or if you want to show anything else other than NFTs, you can do so. Okay, so we talk about maybe posters, or like if we want to talk about like projects doing different things on Phantasma or anywhere else, we can show these here, and the system for that will be created also, because it needs to be automated. So it's gonna be great. We're starting to see how the ecosystem is coming up slowly but surely. And then as we come here, if we press U, this says the following ship is available for spawn if you own it. So I logged in with a wallet that does not have the ship. So let's go ahead and click spawn ship. It doesn't do it. Oh, never mind. I think I did. I think I did log in with the account that does have it. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, yeah. I'm sorry. I did log in with the account that has it. So, so yeah. My apologies. Yes, I do have the NFT in the account, so it does spawn the ship, which is great. And so basically, if you have the NFT in your wallet, then the game will say, okay, when we click to load up the NFTs, then it will say, okay, do we have the NFT? And if it does, it will save in the game, and then you will be able to have access to your NFTs, which you can see right here. So I thought I had logged into with the account that didn't have the NFT, but apparently I did log in with the account that does have the NFT, so my apologies about that. It happens. So once we're here, you can see that we have deployed the NFT, which in this case is a ship. And we're going to work now with this so that it brings us to the battlefield. Okay, it's just super simple. Like we're doing like the most super simple that we can do for this type of interaction. So don't expect that we're going to make it like really complex. So as soon as we get the ball rolling for how the team system is gonna work on the ground, which we already know how to, it's just a matter of how we're gonna do this on the network. Then we will enable it so that you can say, hey, you know, go into the ground, like get ready for battle, and you're probably gonna press E, and then you go into Mars, right? But again, everything's super simple. Like we're not looking for some super awesome innovations at the beginning so that it brings people to Mars. Like it will be very simple. As we progress more into the game, then we're gonna focus more on doing like animations, the polishing of the game, etc. But as of right now, we just want to make sure it works, because it's really hard to make a game, you know, and we have come to like in a long way from now to do all of this. Like it may not look like much, but it is, because it's a lot of coding, it's a lot of synchronization, it's a lot of like dealing with elements that just don't work. And another thing too also that you will see here is the bank. So right here we already placed how do you call this, like a component where you can interact with the bank network. You can see here the keyboard, which is great. It's a nice asset, and so this will serve as the first iteration of like trying to access your bank account within the game. So we have to work again on the UI, because bank is just basically UI, like whether it be connecting with the wallet, whether we're going to do like some sort of like in-game connection instead of logging in via Poltergeist. There's just so much stuff that we can do. It's just not even funny. So because idealistically, like one thing that we can say is like when you log into the game, right, like do you have access to, like, do you need to get access to blockchain? Because we're gonna now yeah, it's not a weird background noise, it's just that we have an NFT. So let's pause that now so that way now you don't hear that. So yeah, what is going on? Oh my lord, what the heck. I'm sorry guys, it's just like I'm streaming now and like the internet is not well, and then now my phone wants to become a microphone. It's just crazy. So yeah, anyways, we plan to do like a bank interaction, like a system. Okay, so it'll just take some time for that to happen, but we're already working on that. So we have a lot, like we have a lot of like updates. Like on top of that, we're working on 2 secret projects, which I cannot mention yet. Actually, 3 secret projects that I cannot mention yet, but we're working really hard on these, and this is even more sidetracked from the original roadmap that we have. But I think it's doable within the time frame that we're looking for. And the reason why we're doing this is because it's very important. And once we have it done, then I feel like everybody will say, "Oh yeah, I understand why you said it was secret." So let's see. Hopefully, it works out for those 3 secret projects, and we're able to publish them on the next week. Hopefully, if it works. But they're very, very important, and I think people are really gonna like that for Phantasma specifically. So let's hope that everything goes well and we can show them on next week, because it's very, very big news. So yeah, um, and I wish I could say it, but we'll say it next week for sure. But then we're working on that, and so yeah, it's a lot of work. So other than that, we keep on working on Unity. Actually, this weekend and yesterday, I've been working on doing documentation for Phantasma, which we need to, because they need to make sure that they make a better documentation for everybody. So we're working on making documentation on our end, so that when we have new developers on Phantasma, they know what to do, right? Because it's very important. So we've been doing that, and also I'll be making scenes to kind of help out people who are in Unity or who are new to Unity per se, to kind of just explore how it works when you connect with a blockchain. So we have educational videos coming up. We have the scenes from Unity coming up, um, and then some other like code that will help out people to kind of understand how to use blockchain in Unity. So sorry about that. I'm dying. I just worked too hard. Like I was trying to take a rest, but it just couldn't be done. Yesterday, like, or was it the day before yesterday? And I've just been working like straight up all this time, which I know it will pay off, guys. Like here within a month or two, I'll be finally able to just kind of like sleep for like, I'll say as long as I can get off like 1 week, I'll be fine. Because I've been like working nonstop, like even weekends, and it comes to a person, you know. So yeah, so if you see me like yawning or like I'm like pausing, it's because I need a little bit of air. But yeah, but I'm very happy. Like I'm super happy. You have no idea. Like we have come a long way from what we have done, and the artillery system it's also being worked on, but it's, I work on code. Let me show you how hard this is, because I work on code for Stellargate, right? And I put a lot of effort for it, but then I have to do other tasks. So I have to relay my tasks to other people, right? So if we talk about on the game development area, like you're interesting, like if you're interested in it, um, it's very heavy, right? So I work on it a lot, and then I say, okay, I need someone who's a little bit more expert to kind of tackle it now, or maybe I need assistance on somebody doing this while I do something else. So for example, artillery system, I had it pretty much done, okay, and I did a lot of code for it, and now I delegated the task for it to be polished and finished to another developer. But what I accomplished within the span of 3-4 days, okay, the other developer is taking longer time, because it's hard. Because it's very hard, right? So even though I already have it done, right? So he's working on it, and I hope that he can deliver within this weekend. Okay. Like I left it pretty much done. Los Perdidos says, sleep for 3 days. You're the server, bro. Thank you. Yes, soon enough. I know for a fact soon enough I will be able to catch a sleep. But for now we have work, and I'm not like against work. Like I really like what I'm doing. Like I seriously, like I enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be doing any of this. So yeah. So in a sense, it's kind of my fault. Like I'm putting myself all the work. So yeah, but soon enough, I think within a month or two, like I'm gonna take like a nice 1 week break, and even then, I'll probably just be like lurking around messages and such. So it's okay. I mean, it's I think I don't consider it much work, right? Like it's fun. Like if it wasn't fun, then it will be different. But yeah. So yeah, anyways, so he's doing artillery system. So hopefully with this weekend, if not next week, it's done. Then another thing that we're also doing, that I guess I should say now, is that at least from the game development side, I don't know if you guys have heard the news about Unity, but Unity is just on fire. Like I love Unity to the hardcore. Like heck yeah, I love it. But their new policy decision kind of also impacts me in a way, because we're just very, very like worried, like of what could happen in the future when we have a system where they're looking at installs. And I'm pretty sure I read somewhere where even reinstalls count as installs, which is kind of really dumb, because back in the day when you purchase a CD for installing the game, it was a one time only. Like there's no such thing as, yeah, I reinstalled the game, and what do you pay, like what was it, like $30? Like do you pay $30 again to like install a game? No, it was just a one-time fee. So the fact that Unity is like doing it where it's just per install, even a reinstall counts, it just doesn't make any sense. So because of that, I've decided to start doing our own game engine, which I know it's very hard. I know it's a daunting task. I know it may seem impossible, but we just gotta do it. So I left a developer to do it. He's on the task of doing our entire game engine, and so I said, why the heck not, right? Some people were saying, but it's impossible. Like it's very hard. Like it's not. If 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 I didn't know already that everything was hard, I wouldn't embark on doing Stellargate, because Stellargate in itself is hard because it's a giant game. It's a very big, massive game, and the best way to approach it is by doing modules. And even the modules are hard because we're learning to do this, right? Like my area, my background is not from game development; it's from science and engineering. But we have done really good progress, right? And we keep on learning. I learned a lot on working on Stellargate, but it's not impossible. Look at everything that we have accomplished right now, right? It's not impossible, and we will keep on doing more, and we will learn from our errors, and we will adapt, and we will keep on building. Then we're probably gonna make more errors, and we'll resolve them, keep rebuilding, and then uh, eventually finalizing the game, which is a stellar game. So we're all working hard here. Marketing is working hard. Engineering is working hard. Business development is working hard. Hands down, if you're watching this, thanks, you're amazing. He's doing magic. Um, so everybody here is working hard. In the side of community, also Mish, head of community, is doing like amazing, doing her best. All of our members who are still backing us up, who are still in our social media, you guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting. Uh, we still work. We're not gonna give up. We're going to learn, and we're going to make sure that we make the best possible game that is available out there. Obviously, we do need more resources. So hopefully, as we show progress, and we show that we can deliver an online network event, then we can get more funds so that we can continue to do the project. Um, One thing that we're lacking right now is we're lacking 3D artists, 2D artists, but I'm hopeful and certain that this will be fixed as we continue to push to make this game happen. So we're we are on a route that I know will land on success. So we keep on building, and we're gonna make sure that we deliver the game. So yeah, aside from that, Phantasma has been great. Phantasma Chain, if you're a developer and you're looking to develop, definitely check it out. It's a very, very good chain to be like testing out game projects. NFTs can change, and I think that's a blessing, because usually when you work in blockchain, you can't really meddle around with NFTs once they're minted, but here you can. So if you're looking to develop a game, or if you're looking to do anything, I strongly recommend that you start with Phantasma Chain, because this is exactly what we're doing. We're starting with Phantasma Chain. We're doing our project here on Phantasma Chain, and it's just the whole integration with Unity is just great. Like, it's just super amazing. So um, for even for our game engine, like we're going to use it, like we're going to incorporate it, right? So we keep working uh, here with Phantasma, and they have been amazing people. So uh, we're going to see how much we can even use the blockchain here in Phantasma, and the abilities that we can do uh, here, and expand it to other places. Because in the end, this is a multi-chain project, and we're already looking at multi-chain capabilities, which I want to tell you, but hopefully next week. Okay, next week we can tell you what those secret projects are, and I hope that you're as excited as we are, because they're pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically all of our updates for now. It's a lot going on in the background. Trust me when I say there's a lot going on. We're talking about new partnerships. We're talking about some exchanges uh, out there, whether it be centralized, decentralized, to prepare for the token. Um, there's just a lot that I wish I could say, but we have a lot of stuff happening in the background. So yeah, I think I would say that's pretty much it for this week. Next week, hopefully we have more done on the game, where we can finally land on Mars, and we can have some sort of like team system where we can separate people into teams, because that's one of the core game mechanics that we're gonna have here, is allowing people to come into teams and then just spawning teams. Okay, so that in itself will be a challenge, because as of right now, everything that we have done, it's basically for people to do a free for all. Like you come into the server, and you're a free for all. But in this case now, we're going to allow for 5 people. No, yeah, 5 people for a total group of 4 teams that can battle on the arena to conquer the center. So that's going to be very, very interesting, how we do this. So yeah, that includes the health part. That includes like shooting. that includes projectiles, that includes tanks, because we're gonna have tanks in the game. I'm looking already at like tank systems, and I'm gonna start to manipulate with tank physics next week. So you're gonna have infantry, you're gonna have military vehicles, tanks, artillery, those three together to work in sync to provide a first demo view of where we're heading into with Stargate. And then once we have that done, then it's going to be a lot of refining, okay, making it so that it is so that the UI is looking nicely, so that we refine game components, so that we refine game mechanics. One more thing also that I started looking into, just because our 3D artists that we do work with take a long time to do stuff, because we have characters also on the works, but those are gonna take until like October 28th, like a long time for our character to be done. Um, so in the meantime, we're gonna have to use assets again for the characters, which is fine. Like I don't see a problem with it. And this also pushes the timeline with the guns. So because of that, we're going to use assets for the gun. But the main important thing is that the mechanics are working great. So uh, that's something that we're gonna have to test out, and we can easily swap the game items for once we have the models done. We can swap them. That's not a problem. So probably next week or the week after, we're going to start to see a variety of guns that we're gonna choose and the types of damage that they're gonna use, that they're gonna do. And I don't know if we will have these as NFTs because they're not like Stellargate lore assets per se. They're just sci-fi assets, general assets. I don't know if we should have these as NFTs, but we'll see. I mean, in the end, it's for testing purposes, so I think idealistically they should be limited as NFTs, and then we can work with them in the future. We can update them to our own Stellargate 3D assets. So yeah. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this live stream. I hope that you have enjoyed it, along with all the updates that we're rolling around. We're gonna have something more structure for next weekend, because usually I'm just talking about like in general everything that is happening. But I think if we follow a nice structure pattern, then I can relay the news even better. But yeah, let me know any comments that you may have about the game, about what we're doing. Do you like what we're doing? Would you like to see some stuff? We also have to implement the clan system. That has not been out of the question. So yeah, let's see what status we're gonna be on next week. So yeah, anyways, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you next weekend at the same time at 8 p.m. And once again, apologies, but my internet sometimes works and sometimes it's just like, even then I had lagging issues with it. So yeah, it happens. So yeah, hello Kirito Kaiba. Shout out here to Claudia Fasabi, Los Perdidos, Mateo, Kirito Kayaba. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Good morning, good morning. Hey yo. I will see you again next weekend at 8 p.m. EST as usual. And yeah, let's go, Stellarians. We keep on pushing forward.